So, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Erev Shabbos Kodesh, parshas Kosai, and we go to another book. Next, we go about Bamidbar. So, we're kind of closing out Vayikra, all about Tahira, about Kedusha, as we kind of make our way through to Kabbalah Satar, to Shavuos. And it's kind of what we're trying to do here. Sim Shalom several times references this, way to prepare for Matan Torah. We have Omer. We have the parshas to kind of go through how to complete our ways, how to be tahar, how to be kadosh. And this parsha, B'chukosa Telechu again, separate parshas, so you'll be home plenty of time to have your herring and kiddush. B'chukosa Telechu, all Mefarshim kind of struggle the first few sukkim, because the Torah has it, worded interestingly enough with Telechu, Chukosai. What do you mean walk in the chukim? Could have said tekaimu, ta'asu. Telechu is an interesting word, to walk in the ways. There's no mitzvah to walk in the ways of Hashem. One of six traditions is not to walk a certain way. So what's telechu mean? And also, the famous question is, how is this punishment reward? You keep the Torah and you get rain, children, shalom, all these good things will happen, no wild animals, and we know that the fancy Gemara in Kedushin is there's no reward in this world. So how do we have this contradiction, literally the Torah with this Gemara, that says, wait, if you do these things, good things will happen, but there's no reward in the world. We know that reward is the next world. There's nothing in the world that can really pay you for a mitzvah. It's actually it's kind of interesting that just yesterday there was a video clip, or a picture actually, where an American soldier put on tefillin for the first time in Israel. There was a fellow that was literally putting up the barge, this pier that the U.S. is putting up in Gaza, $300 million, and the whole thing is a disaster, it fell apart. So the picture of the soldier. So the point is, so this Chabad rabbi posted, oh, how great this is, put tefillin for the first time, and people commenting that maybe, this is the point. Maybe the whole $320 million pier was for this moment to happen, for tefillin to be on the world. And I'm like, oh, that's exactly what the parsha talks about. You can't put a price tag on this. It's very possible that Hashem wanted this fellow to put on tefillin, and so he made it that Biden wanted to put this pier in Gaza. So we never know. And it's not outlandish to think that, because the reward for tefillin and the importance of a mitzvah, there's no dollar amount for it. But either way, we're still stuck in this, what the point is with, it sounds like it's a reward. And this Siva Shalom says, it's not really a reward. These things that happen in the world, rain in the right time, food, parnasa, these things is not a reward for Torah and mitzvos. It's not a reward. It's literally the cause and effect of it. And what's the difference? Well, the difference is you study well, you get an ice cream. So you do well in your test, you get 100 on the math test, you get an ice cream. There's no kesher with getting on 100 and ice cream. There's no kesher. These things are kind of, that's reward. Do this, you get that. Totally opposite things, and sometimes the reward is a lot more than the effort or the achievement. Sometimes it's less. Either way, it's something that's totally not kosher to that. As opposed to this parsha. This parsha says, you do what Hashem wants and rain will fall. Not because it's a reward, it's just that's the way Hashem set up the world. Hashem set up the world, whether it's in yourself personally or the world in general, that the world works because of Torah and mitzvos. It's not just a magic thing that, Torah causes this to happen, Hashem will make it rain because you deserve it, or this and that. No, it's literally the way Hashem made the world. And so therefore it's not a reward. It's literally telling us how the world works. Bad things happen in the world, it's because we're not keeping the Torah and mitzvos. Good things happen in the world because we are doing Torah and mitzvos. Nothing to do with cause and reward. It's literally the way that Hashem put the world in nature. Hashem made the world work that way. And that's literally what Sir Shalom is talking about. That's not a reward. It's just literally the cause and effect of doing Torah and mitzvos. And therefore, you see something happen in the world, tsunami in Thailand, or something in Katrina, hurricanes, tsunamis, earthquakes. It's literally because the Jewish people aren't keeping the Torah and mitzvos, and that's what Sivas Shalom is saying. Good things happen, raining the right time, and food. It's literally because we're doing the right things. The other answer Sivas Shalom gives is, again, there's no reward in the world. So Sivas Shalom says, well, you're right. The action of the mitzvah, correct. The kiyum, the mitzvah, the asiyah, you're right. That's something that's in the next world. But the ruach of the mitzvah, the preparation of the mitzvah, the heder mitzvah, that is part of this world. And he goes on to tell us how important that is. He literally talks about the Akedah, where the action was something that was so small and minute. It's getting up to the Akedah, that was the big deal. Up to that point, even though he didn't kill Yitzchak, but to that point where he was about to, that's literally 99% of the Nisayon. And so too here, we can look around and see some people, whether it's in Shul, whether it's Pesach, whatever the mitzvah is, some people are doing it, and some people are doing it. They're really doing it. And the people that are really in it, people that come on time, the people that are really not on their phones during davening, people that are kind of learning and not getting up and down all the time, people that are really putting their effort into a mitzvah, those people have shalom ba'aretz. Those people will enjoy the world because those people kind of understand what the world is for. They understand the importance of mitzvos and the importance of the other things that are kind of extra and frivolous, I guess. And that's kind of what these kind of talk about, is that the ruach of the mitzvah, the neshama of the mitzvah, the heder of mitzvah, that's actual reward in this world. And that's kind of what we're talking about. Then he goes on to say that's literally what we're looking for. And he points out his last point of Gisham Be'itam. He's more or less Gashmiyim Be'itam, meaning the Gashmias, if you take care of that, then you'll have Gisham Be'itam. So literally taking care of your Gashmias, meaning if your Gashmiyim is proper, you're eating foods the right way, you're eating the right amounts, you're having pleasure in this world the right way for Hashem, bringing this nachas ruach to Hashem, then Gishmechem Be'itam. Then the rain will literally come in the right time and the right amounts, because you kind of know exactly what that's for. We're not wasting things. And Sivas Shalom kind of spends a lot of time in this, not just this week, but other weeks also, talking about how you take your gashmis to the world and you can raise it to Hashem. It's more or less, you can kind of have a regular chicken dinner and you can eat it the right way, or you can eat it the wrong way. You can kind of fresh and how to do it for myself, or you say, you know what, of course I like the chicken, but I'm kind of doing this in a spiritual way. You make the proper brachas, proper machshavos, you're kind of doing this the right way, and therefore, if your gashmiim is correct, then your gishmechem will be correct as well. Hashem will provide rain in the right time, the right amount, and hopefully that's kind of these lessons that we kind of prepare for Pesach. We have the barley, we have from the Omer, and the chita from Shavuos. In our journey really through Shavuos, it's kind of refine ourselves, get us to that way. And besides midos that we're trying to do, and Torah and preparing that way, but the other lesson to kind of go from this is to refine our Gashmiya stuff. We're not people that kind of believe that, this world is terrible, wine is the devil, eating meat is horrible, and having any pleasure in the world is terrible, hedonism. We don't believe in that, really. We believe that Hashem gave us things in the world. Hashem put wine in the world for us to enjoy. Hashem put whiskey in the world to enjoy. Hashem put the Rockies and Wyoming in the world, so people should enjoy it. The key is, how do we enjoy it? Do we kind of look at these things that these accomplishments are us to kind of enjoy and not think about Hashem? Or these things in the world are there to help us see the godless of Hashem. These things are in the world to see us, that we should appreciate what Hashem gave us. Hashem is so great, and we're on a lower level, and to kind of understand that dynamic. But either way, that's kind of what our job in the world is, to get to ready for Shavuos, is to refine ourselves, refine our gashmias, obviously our ruchnias, but especially in this parsha as we finish Vayikra, is to remember is the things in the world, the pleasures we have in the world Hashem gave us, is to always, whether limit it or to channel it the right way. Shabbat Shalom.